Hello and welcome to the Butcher 25-man heroic. Alright, so the setup for this is the tanks are going to want to stack so that way they can split the damage of heavy-handed. And also they need to manage their stacks of Tenderizer, which increases the damage taken from Tenderizer. And then there's also Cleave, which is a bleed that does damage over time, which is never fun. And then you want to take your melee and split them into two even groups, giving them one ranged per group and have them on the opposite sides of the boss. And then have the rest of the range with the healers back in the back on the purple. And this fight's pretty much just a DPS check. Once you learn the motions and you get them down and just focus on your rotation, you should be pretty good to go. Okay, so first up we've got Cleave and Gushing Wounds. And this is where the two teams come into play. You've got the green team ranged is sitting outside of the pack, while the blue ranged is stacked in with the group. So that means the blue team has more players in a stack, so it is now tanking the cleave effect. And if you're the ranged DPS on this team, you need to watch your stacks, because once you hit 5 stacks, you die. So what you want to do is call it out at 3 stacks, back out of your pack, so that way the green team knows that it's time to stack up, and now it's their turn to do that. And once they hit 3 stacks, they call it out, they back up, and then you restack with your group. And it's a good idea to make sure that you use your damage reduction cooldown drop before that 3rd stack, because that one really does hurt a lot. And then he's going to knock everybody in the raid back, and then you kind of need to scramble back to your positions here. And this is the part where the range are going to stack, so that way when he uses his bounding cleave, he can jump back there on them. And then everybody's going to go back to their positions, and then you're going to reset. Then it's pretty much rinse and repeat. And keep a good tight rotation going, and just make sure that you're optimizing your DPS. You need to get as much damage done at any moment you can, because at 30% he's going to do a frenzy mode, and this is like the most dangerous part of the fight. You want to use all your personal and raid wide cooldowns and just burn like DPS like you've never DPS before kind of thing. There were quite a few of us in our group that were hovering just below the 640 mark on the item level here, so we were pretty much pushing all we had in order to kind of keep up with the DPS here. So we wound up hitting our berserker timer, but it worked. We won. So there you have it. This is the mechanics of the Butcher on 25-man heroic. So happy raiding and an epic loot to all.